Okay. First off, my name is Ty Wilson. I'm boys basketball coach here in Maplewood High School in Nashville, Tennessee. I was first introduced to Nashville Inner City Ministry, I guess I was around the age of 9. And they had a Bible study classes on Tuesday nights. You see this church bus come in our neighborhood every Tuesday. And first couple of weeks, I think I asked a couple of my friends during that time, like, where's that bus going? And but eventually I started partaking and I joined that, got on the bus on Tuesday nights, went over to Cameron High School on Tuesday nights, fellowship. They gave us candy. That was a good draw for a kid 9 or 10 years old. And from that point on, I was going every Tuesday night and then actually joined and started going Sundays. I guess from my perspective, I grew up in the inner city. So you need role models in that capacity. Joe Deal, I could say, was a vital part in my upbringing. He took me under his wing, and he was also a coach / preacher to me at that time, and something I was very interested in was basketball growing up. And he gave me a lot of foundation stepping stones as relates to growing up. And inner city brought more of a family atmosphere to me. Not that I didn't have my own family, but it was also just a network situation where I got the opportunity to network with people I didn't see on a regular basis in my neighborhood. And like I said, and I had the opportunity at inner city to do that. I tell you what, Joe was vital. And I tell Joe every time I speak with him how much I really appreciate him. Because he was really the foundation of me actually learning the Bible. And I got the opportunity to learn, through him and his wife that, there are 66 books in the Bible, and I would have never knew that if Joe wouldn't partaken in my life. And he gave me opportunity. We stayed at his house. He took us in like family. He just did so much for me growing up, man. I really looked at him as a father figure growing up. And I think that's what inner city, a lot of times you have those role models in your life that they give you the stepping stone to say, hey, if Joe could do this, I could do this. So I was very, I'm very fortunate and blessed to be, to have the opportunity to know Joe.
Okay.
Well, one thing, and it's funny you say that, the one thing that we're going over just in my class right now, we're talking about things that deals with environment, things deals with hereditary, things that you go through from a personal experience standpoint. And one thing that I bring up to them is, it's two things you really don't have control over, and that's hereditary things that you get passed down to you from your parents. You don't really have control over the environment that you actually raised up in as a young child, but you do have control over your behavior. And one thing that I try to get across to them is that with your environment, even though you don't have control over it, you still have control over behavioral situations that you can partake in. And reaching out to the inner city kids, that's one thing I really try to stress over them. It's about the crowds you hang around. You have control over that. It's about the people that you associate yourself with. You have control over that. And so me growing up being an inner city kid, I had to separate myself from what I knew was right and wrong. And the Bible speaks about the righteous man may fall 7 times, but he gets back up. And I tell them, you're going to make mistakes along the way, but it's about getting back up. It's about trying to do the right thing. And that's what God looks at you and try to bless you with, is trying to do the right thing. I think business should support it just based on the factor of when something is given to you, it's about giving back as well. That's ministry in itself. When you're blessed with something, it's about giving back. Inner city has always been known to give back, and there's always been an outreach type program where they're willing to give back to a community. And if business will take the responsibility of investing in this situation like this, they're only investing in the communities of Nashville. They're investing in the young generation. They're investing in generations that's going to come along and be the next leaders of tomorrow. So I really feel like, if they would take the opportunity to invest in inner city, they'll see drastic change. They'll see some changes along with the next generation coming across. Well, I think the sole possession of business should support just because it's about giving back. When you are blessed with the opportunity that you're reached a hierarchy of owning a business or being able to establish yourself at that level, it's about giving back to the community. And inner city has always established that type of network where they're always giving back. They're always giving back. And it's just a vast, it's just a parallel line of transition between where kids, we're investing in their future, and they're the next generation. So I really feel like if business would partake in that, it would really set an example what can happen with our next generation of kids. I can just say I'm blessed, in all, because like I said, just growing up, if I would have never got on that bus that day, I probably wouldn't. I don't know, God directs my path, but I don't know where I would probably be, and just getting the opportunity to meet the people I met at inner city. I had an opportunity, like I said, to open my mind to things that, I probably wouldn't have the opportunity to do. And when I saw people that wanted more than just where they were at that particular time, I saw that inner city. I saw that, a family atmosphere. And one thing, I guess, that really sticks out in my mind when it comes to inner city, they provided so much, not just during that Tuesday nights, but they provided stuff for the younger generation during the summer. They provided stuff for the younger generation on Sundays or on Saturdays. They had basketball. They had different things going on. And I'm very fortunate and blessed to say, I had the opportunity to be a part of that. So I was, that's my most fondest memory, just getting the opportunity, one, to meet Christ at an early age. That's my real fondest memory. But I truly enjoy my experience at inner city.